Hi guys, welcome to Dino's World. Welcome to yet another interesting video where I showcase a product. Once in a while you come across something very unique, very revolutionary, evolutionary as well, and it makes us even proud when it's an Indian product or made in India product. And one such product is the C30. Now, Bluetooth intercom and mesh intercom are kind of expensive kind of accessories that people kind of shy away from. And here I have Halley, fellow biker brother. I'm going to introduce him in a while. But more than that, today we have a really a cool buddy for a biker that can really come in handy when you're riding, when you're just exploring, or all by yourself like what I did riding all the way to Bengaluru. And we're just back from the track reviewing the Pulsar twins. And here we have yet another Indian made in India product that is going to really change the game is what I feel. This is the C30 from Blu Armor. Now allow me to introduce our guest Halley, and he's a fellow auto journo whom I've known for quite a long time. He's the guy who has tested this. So proper bikers have tested it in regular biker environment, means they've been traveling, riding, and they've tested it to their heart's content, and finally this is the outcome. So let's unbox this. Let's see what's inside the box.
Thank you, Dino. Thank you for having me here, and we sent this to you so that you can try it out, and on your ride to Bangalore. But that's fine, you can try it out on the way back because you want to install it the right way. Anyone can install it, so I'll show it to you in a very simple way.
The box.
So that's the box. Yeah, you'd have to probably look at the box first.
The packaging is also very premium. So right when you look at certain products, you get a feel of quality, a sense of quality, and the packaging itself gives you that feeling once you hold it in your hands. You see this orange badge here. For all you audiophiles out there, JBL is something that you absolutely love, including me, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. So let's now quickly do the honors.
Sold to anybody else.
Okay.
So once the warranty kind of seal goes on,
okay,
it opens up.
Oh.
To this, you get a customized card.
Okay. What is this card about?
So this card goes to every user, everyone. Though we add your customer name, so any customer who orders it, his name comes here. It's more like a serial number of the device with the name, and on the other side, we have a QR code. So you scan this QR code and you get an entire report of the device which you've got. So from the weight when it was assembled, to pictures of the product when it was being packed, to the report of the buttons as to how each button performed during the test, whether it was part of a QC. All of that's on this QR code, and it's got a 1-year warranty. So it's a warranty card come your ID device card. And then you have the JBL headset sitting inside, and the unit
intercom unit itself. It has a very good texture. If you have a look here, a carbon fiber texture. It looks kind of boxy, but as long as the functions work fine, I'm okay with it. And also you have an antenna here.
You just push this thing here, and then it pops out.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Sena 30K, and that's what I reviewed long back. And now we have more expensive intercom devices, mesh intercom devices, and this one coming from India, made by the Indian bikers for the Indian bikers, is what makes it really satisfying. And I'm sure super curious to test it out to my heart's content. And what else do we have here?
Apart from that, you have the entire headset here. It's by JBL, and it has a boom mic because it sits on both half and full face helmets, as well as a modular helmet. So it's like a one headset for any kind of helmet. You can scan this to get to the installation guide, or since we are here, we can show you how to install it. This is the quick start guide. We wanted some people want a quick way to install it without going to the online manual. The box otherwise has these spacers with a 3M adhesive sticker for Velcro. So this will go into your helmet, and then the spacers, if needed, can be attached to that. You have a clamp mount which can be used clamped to the helmet, which will then hold on to the C30. So we have two options. One is a clamp mount. The Allen key screw is adjusted with Allen key.
That is provided.
Yes, the Allen key also is provided. Then we have a sticky mount which we will be using on your helmet.
So now that we've done with the unboxing, you've seen all the components that come in the box, and he explained how to set it up, the quick start guide, everything. Now let's get into the setup thing as to how we set up this Bluetooth intercom or the mesh intercom in my new helmet. Okay guys, so I told you I'll introduce my new helmet. So this is the Icon Airframe Carbon Pro, my new helmet, liquid carbon, aerospace grade, and blah blah blah. That I'll explain in separate video when I introduce this one. But this, I really loved the inner liners and everything. I thought it deserved a good companion, and what better than a good mesh intercom system. So for now, let's get started with the installation. And yeah, you can go through this.
So
It's done by the man himself, who actually was part of the R&D.
So each helmet is very unique. This one's really nice, it's awesome. It's a carbon helmet. So we go onto any helmet, you start off by installing the headset on the left side. Some people, I know you know about it, but some people go onto the right. Always install it on your left because your throttle's on your right hand always.
Yeah.
So you want the Bluetooth headset to be on the left.
Exactly.
So we start off
A valid point by a senior biker. Senior biker means a guy who has ridden for quite a long time.
this. We pull off the
cheek pads.
cheek pad, so you can come closer. So once the left cheek pad is off, usually most helmets have thick cheek pads, the premium ones. Some don't come out fully. Each helmet is different. So now we've pulled out the whole thing. This helmet doesn't have a speaker pocket, so not to worry, because this is more like a track spec, track based helmet. We will position the Velcro in such a way that it's closer to Dino's ears, and it's perfectly positioned, so it's not away from the ears part. Notice is some helmets have this thick liner here around the ear area. So we tell people to usually put it over the liner if it's too thick.
Okay.
If it's thin, you can put the speaker under it, but remember, speaker positioning and the distance from the ears to the helmet makes a big
Lot
difference.
of difference.
So probably we'll check it out by putting it over the liner in
Fine.
your case,
Fine.
because there's no speaker pocket. So I'm going to put this back now, halfway in, so that because we don't have a speaker pocket.
And what are the top 5 things that set it apart? Say, for instance, what is the range and how many riders can we connect, and what is the range between the riders that can be maintained?
Correct. So that's a good question. So our obvious main focus is Ride Grid. Ride Grid basically is the mesh intercom system that we use. That's developed completely by us. It's a proprietary system like any mesh intercom. So thing is, one mesh won't connect to another. So within C30s, all C30s connect to each other with whatever device in the future that you see at Ride Grid will connect with each other. So 20 devices can connect for now.
Oh.
With Ride Grid.
Okay.
And between each rider, 1-to-1 is about 1.2 kilometer range, which we have tested.
1.2
Line of
kilometer
sight.
range. Okay.
Yeah, that's a line of sight range, which I have tested with the members from our team.
Another important question that might be brewing in their minds: can we connect this to other mesh intercoms?
Yes. You can't connect to another mesh, which is what I was saying, proprietary.
Oh.
So one mesh won't talk to the other mesh.
Okay.
But this has universal Bluetooth, so you can talk to another Bluetooth device, but with a rider pillion range.
Okay.
We may improve it by offering more range in the future.
Okay.
Right now, it can connect to any other Bluetooth device, but as a pillion. So coming back to the installation, we've set it up here.
Okay.
It's a boom mic, so I've put the Velcro to stick it in such a way that is facing exactly in front of you.
Okay.
And we have an arrow mark that signifies which angle it should be facing. It's a single direction mic, so make sure that the arrow mark is pointing towards you. Once that is done, you remember the shorter speaker is the one which will go to the left side of your helmet. The longer speaker is the right side of the helmet.
Okay.
Most helmets come with a removable back padding, so like you have two levels here. This right speaker will go behind this.
Okay.
So you can just place it here for now and close the button strings. If there is a future, we have a button mic or other accessory, you can remove this clip and put the other mic. For now, we are only offering the boom mic, as you were asking earlier. Now, once the boom mic is put, make sure that this is away from your ears.
Okay.
And only this port comes out, which is the connector of the headset, which is a proprietary micro USB pin.
Okay.
So some people ask us if you can put other speakers. You can't. It comes out through this 3.5, the micro USB outlet. So this, you remember, has to have some play. So this should be out because this is going to come and connect to your C30.
Okay. And what about the charging time? How much time does it take to charge?
About an hour and a half, and any charger you can use. We give a Type-C charge. We give a Type-C cable.
And 16 hours of playback
Guaranteed.
or mesh time.
So we claim 16 hours, which I have tested.
Okay.
Which most of our current customers also have got. Some have got even more, in fact.
More than, okay.
So 16 hours is a claim more like a realistic claim.
Realistic.
It's stuck in the sense I've removed the adhesive now and the unit's on it, so it's easier to stick. Make sure it's a flat surface and in the center groove. Yeah. And this should be clean. We've already cleaned it. If it's a dirty helmet, please clean it. It's a brand new helmet, so that's in place. And Dino's Volt logo is also not covered. It's exactly there. Put some pressure, not too much. Yeah. And if you notice, it's holding properly. It's a nice flat surface. Suppose your helmet has a curved surface, no problems. Find a place that's slightly flat. It doesn't have to be exactly center. Try to be, but it's fine. But don't move it too forward or too back, because you need to hold it also well.
Okay. Now lock it in place.
Now again, just insert it, lock. Yes, it's more or less done.
We're all good now.
It's also in place.
Now the audio test. Zoom! Oh, here it is with the helmet on, and it doesn't feel too like in my ears or like interfering with the space here.
Correct.
Feels good. The helmet is still breaking in, so I think once it breaks in completely, it should be fine. Okay,
long press
holding it up.
button. Yeah, long press that button.
Oh, feels like Jarvis is inside my head working as a companion, but anyway, it says 30% battery and sounds perfectly balanced because it was kind of spatial audio, kind of testing the left channel as well as the right channel, and all good to go.
Yeah, and battery comes up at 30%, but you can charge it now.
Okay,
Once
fine.
you charge
So let's now actually install the app and show them what the app kind of features are. Okay, running them through the user interface. Okay, so the user interface is nice and clean and very easy for even the layman to understand. Very self-explanatory. You can turn on and turn off the right grid, and you have other features here: phone call, speed dial, and you have rest of the features here in the settings mode. And it reads out WhatsApp messages as well.
Yes,
okay, that's really cool.
If you want to be on, that is.
Okay, and these are the preferences
for calls.
Yeah, you
rejecting and accepting.
Rejecting and accepting all calls or some calls. That's up to your personalized preferences. Audio control, even the fonts within itself. If you want the sound to be too high, you can put it high, or if you think it's too interference and too much of interference, you can set it to low.
This is all feedback that we got from users, so we keep adding also.
So this is music
and then the music overlay also, like you're listening to music and talking to your friend on right grid. You can set that overlay balance level also.
Okay, you can actually.
And then the second phone connection has to be done through the app. Okay. For calls only. Okay. For phone calls. So you have most people have two phones today. That for accepting phone calls you can use by selecting this and then enable the pairing process. Okay. Then voice notes, which I was telling you, you can save voice notes as you're riding, and it will save the geolocation, and then it will play it back when you go past that point.
Particular location.
And so voice notes will come into
this particular thing. Say for instance you're riding, you check out a wonderful place and you like to just take a picture there, but you don't have time, you're in a rush and you just go past that particular place. You can leave a voice note that you love this place, and if only I could find more time to get a pic here. And next time you happen to ride by that place, the thing automatically saves that geolocation and it plays that same voice note once you're past that location. And that is really, really cool and really technologically very, very advanced stuff, and really helps us to keep some fond memories of some special places that you don't want to forget. And yeah, you have the rest of the things here.
And and if all the way down is the firmware version and the serial number. Okay. And when you have a firmware update, it will pop up here.
So now it's all set up for the music test.
Yes. So you can choose your best track and try it out, Dino.
Okay, let's go. Fadey. Blu Armor team for sending me this amazing Bluetooth headset, mesh intercom headset.